Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Non-Scripted Ramblings. I'm Kendall Richardson. Thank you so much for joining me once again as I continue my journey through history. Oh lordy, we are in the final third now of the album, the last 5 songs. I'm sad that this is coming to an end soon because I'm having so much fun. This has been really great. But today I'm here to talk about a song that I still consider to be one of my all-time favourite Michael Jackson songs, and that is Tabloid Junkie. Track 11 on the History album. It was written by MJ with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Frickin' just awesome. I am just gonna gush about how great this song is and how much I love this song, and I've always loved this song. So for people who know me personally, might know that my favourite Michael Jackson song is actually Why You Wanna Trip On Me from the Dangerous album. I'm obsessed with that song, have always been from the moment I first heard it until now, over 20 years ago. So, but before I heard that song, because I didn't actually hear that song until probably the late 90s, I think, maybe either early 2000s or late 90s. I think it was late 90s. So it's the annoying thing, I can't remember when I actually bought my first copy of Dangerous, but it was before they did the special edition remaster in 2001, so I would have bought it. It would have been the late 90s, but anyway, basically, long story short, my dad had made this tape for me from my auntie's copy of Dangerous. He didn't do all the songs on the tape, he just did a handful, basically all the main ones, all the singles that you all know. Why You Wanna Trip On Me was not on there, so I'd never heard the song before until then. So when History came out in 95, obviously I was listening to that non-stop. That was the album that really helped to, Dangerous started it, and then History really cemented my love for Michael Jackson, for sure. But my actual favourite song of MJ's, until I heard Why You Wanna Trip On Me, was Tabloid Junkie. And this was my favourite song on the album, and I'm still trying to think if it's my favourite song of History now. I think it may have changed, controversial, in the last 25 years, but you know, music taste changes and grows, but I still love it. It's probably my top 10, I think, of Michael Jackson songs, but that's a hard list for another day to pick. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that. Challenge accepted. But yeah, Tabloid Junkie, it's been a song that I've always loved. I love the way it sounds musically, the loudness of the, when the music kicks in, cause it starts with, it has all of these, media, news reporters kind of talking about Michael Jackson in negative ways and talking about negative stories, negative headlines. So, cause obviously that's the theme of the song. I mean, the title is Tabloid Junkie, after all. And yeah, I love how it starts kind of soft and all those voices kind of mesh together and overlap each other, and it just sounds crazy, like all the stories about him were crazy and still are. And then it just fucking, excuse my language, it explodes. It just explodes, the music, and it's so great. And you can still hear the voice, the voices talking, you can hear all the different instruments going off, and I think maybe some vocals from Michael or sounds from Michael. There's definitely parts where you can hear him breathing and stuff. And then it just goes into the awesome beat with him beatboxing, and just the way they used his voice to make, I don't want to say percussion, but to make the music as well. It's just all really, really cool. And it's just the verses of Tabloid Junkie are so aggressive. And they have to be, because these lyrics are so fantastic. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I love the use of rhyming with every single lyric in this song rhymes perfectly, and it's just awesome. I love the way Michael just kind of spits it out. He doesn't really sing it. It's very gruff, it's very aggressive singing as well. They're just really, really good. And it just completely encapsulates perfectly, like, you know, the big, as I've mentioned before, the big theme of the History album is obviously firing back, and, you know, that cathartic experience following 93. That's what this album is. And this is probably the biggest song on there that kind of really directs the focus at the media and the way the media handled 93, and how they treated him then, and how awful that was. So this is really the big one that's just kind of going, right, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming hard. And yeah, it's just, it's a masterpiece, for me. It really is. And the way the vocals are layered, like through the chorus, like just the richness of Michael's vocal as he sings the chorus is really, really nice. With the backing vocals and the layering and stuff, and then his ad-libbing is just phenomenal. Yeah, it's such a great song. I always kind of wished it had been released as a single. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just really, it's a fire track. And it's another really great song for fans to kind of rally around and use to kind of express their feelings about the media and support Michael by using this song. And, you know, and because I love, you know, I mean, the line that sums it up is like, just because you read it in a magazine or see it on a TV screen, don't make it factual. Like, it's so, yeah, it's so great. And yeah, all the verses with all the rhyming, like, you know, how it goes, speculate to break the one you hate. What is it? Oh, shit, I'm forgetting it. Oh, no. Oh, delete this. This never happened. Speculate to break the one you hate. Circulate the lie they confiscate, assassinate and mutilate. It's the hounding media hysteria. Yeah. Who's the next for you to resurrect? JFK exposed the CIA. Truth be told, the grassy knoll. It's the blackmail story of all your glory. Yeah, there we go. I've got it. See, that's the first verse. So it's, yeah, it's just, I love, yeah. Listen to the song if you've never heard it, honestly. It's so good. And just the way, yeah, he just really gets those words out. It's just something that I just have always loved. You know, with your pen you torture men. Why do we keep fooling ourselves? Like, it's, yeah, I love the lyrics to Tabloid Junkie. It's so good. And it's, out of all the songs that Michael used to, you know, kind of fire back at the media, like, you know, the main ones obviously being Leave Me Alone, Why You Want to Trip on Me, Tabloid Junkie, and Privacy. You know, obviously that theme is explored in a lot of other songs on History, like, you know, in Scream and This Time Around, and, you know, a few other songs. But the main ones that really directly call out the media are, you know, those four. I mean, yeah, Why You Want to Trip on Me is my favourite song of all time, but I've never really put it in the same category as Tabloid Junkie and Privacy and Leave Me Alone for some reason. I mean, Leaving Me Alone is different because it was the video that went after the media, not necessarily the lyrics in the song, but obviously the chorus is quite, you know, it can be taken into two different meanings, but Leave Me Alone is more the short film for that really went after the media there as opposed to the song itself. And yeah, Privacy is kind of like it was released on Invincible for those who don't know, because I don't think it was ever released as a single, but Privacy for me has always kind of been, like, I love it more now, but like it just felt like a lesser version of Tabloid Junkie for me back in the day. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but it's him just rehashing the same ideas and the same feelings, and yeah, that's great, it makes sense, and it is a good song, and I really like it, and, you know, and just, you know, the fact that Michael continued this theme throughout, you know, the late 80s and into the early 2000s with his final album, it was, you know, that's just a sign of, well, things never bloody changed for him at all, and this is how he continued to feel, because this is how he continued to be treated. So, but for me, I feel like Tabloid Junkie is probably the best out of all of the songs that he ever did and recorded that really went for the media. I think it's the best one, just literally, just lyrically for me. I think lyrically it's the strongest, it is. So if you haven't heard the song, like I said, please do yourselves a favour and go listen to Tabloid Junkie, because it's a masterpiece of music. And yeah, it's really great to see Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis make another appearance on the album. Obviously I haven't mentioned them since we talked about Scream right at the beginning, and especially because they're two collaborators that, you know, pretty much helped carve Janet Jackson's career. with her incredible music. Like, their collaborations together were iconic and still are to this day. And so it was really cool to see them not just appear on the song with Janet, but like actually work with Michael on his own music too. So I really, really love that. Yeah, I think that's all I'm pretty much going to say about Tabloid Junkie. Other than to say I love it. I'm just going to bash things to my right here. Yeah, I just love it so much. It's a wonderful song. It's a powerful song. It's another great one to blast through speakers. Really is. Musically, it's awesome. Lyrically, though, 10 out of 10 would recommend. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself if we keep this video going. So I'm gonna stop. But it's great. Go listen. That is it for today, guys. That was Tabloid Junkie. Thank you so much for watching, for listening to me ramble. Next time we're going to be back, I'm going to be talking about a really, really awesome song on the album that I grew to love later on in life. That is an absolute banger, and that is Too Bad. So stick around for that. That'll be coming soon. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until then, I've been a Kendall Richardson, and you've just experienced non-scripted ramblings.